Today in our experiment, we were using a multimeter. So I wanted to do a close-up and make sure you understood how to use it because I sure didn't when I started. This is a tool that actually measures voltage, current, resistance, and much more.
There will be a video next week explaining the difference between these three measurements.
First, let's just look at the overall anatomy of the multimeter. So we're going to go over each button and dial and what they mean. The center dial is where you select the function you want to measure. The AC voltage, used for measuring alternating current voltage, like in household outlets. You have DC voltage, used for measuring direct current voltage, such as batteries. That's what we were actually using when we're doing our pumpkin.
Resistance is going to measure how much resistance is actually going through the wire. The continuity test, which is the radar symbol, or the one below, either one of those will work.
The current A, you can measure DC or AC currents by switching between their respective modes. Now let's look quickly at the buttons. The power button, this is the button that turns the device on and off. The hold button, use this to freeze the current reading on the screen so you can record it easily. The function button allows you to switch between different ranges with the same setting, like between milliamps and amps when measuring current. The NCV button, which is the non-contact voltage. This feature helps detect the presence of voltage without directly touching the wire. Great for safety. And last but not least, the backlight button. Turn on the backlight for the screen, which is very useful in low light conditions. When measuring voltage, you're going to switch the dial to either the V with the little squiggly line or the V with the dash, depending on whether you're measuring AC or DC. Then you're going to place the probes on the terminals of the circuit. When measuring resistance, you turn the dial to
the upside down U, which is the Greek symbol for omega or ohms,
and place the probes on either side of the component to check its resistance. To measure the current, you're going to switch to the A for amps, disconnect the circuit, and connect the multimeter in the series with the circuit to measure how the current is flowing. Just a few safety tips. Always start with the highest setting when measuring voltage or current to avoid overloading the multimeter. And remember, never measure resistance or continuity in a live circuit. Hopefully this gives you a little bit more information on how to use the multimeter.